Welcome everybody to today's episode on this podcast. Today I'd like to share with you, I'd like to talk about, overcoming your handicaps, overcoming your limitations, overcoming whatever is limiting you, whatever is stopping you from reaching your goals, whatever is stopping you from doing something that you want to do, overcoming that wall of limitation. So first of all, I would like to share my testimony. For me, I am somebody who has a vocal problem. I cannot speak properly, I just have this vocal problem. The volume of my voice is very low, I'm not really gifted when it comes to this issue of speaking. When I look at the volume of my voice is very low than when you compare it to normal people. My volume is very low, and another thing is that my throat is always hurting. There's always pain in my throat, so every time when I speak, that pain, it's multiplied, so I found myself in that position of having a speech problem, unable to speak properly, unable to express myself properly, having this vocal problem. So, but as you can listen to me right now, it's a sign that I've been able to overcome this limitation, to go beyond this limitation, even if the limitation is still there, but I'm able to go beyond it, I'm able to overcome it, I'm able to accomplish this thing, even with this handicap, I've been able to overcome this handicap, which shows that you can overcome your handicap. You not allow your handicap to stop you. You understand? You may still have that disability, but being able to produce results. Like I have a vocal problem, but I'm able to create a podcast. I'm able to talk, and inspire people and inspire others with this disability. You see, you can turn your weakness into strength. You understand? Turning your weakness into strength. You see that? You see, there are two ways in which God, solve problems. There are two ways in which you can solve a problem or create a miracle. The first one is you can just remove the problem and just do that miracle, and you just go on with the thing and you just get things done. You see, the second way in which God can do a miracle or solve a problem is He will allow you to continue to have that problem, but He will make you to produce results despite of the problem. You see, for example, God may take if there is a dead tree, God can give it life. It can come back to life. Instead producing fruits, it becomes green again and just starts producing fruit, God giving that tree life. You see, that is one way He can do a miracle. The second way, God can take that dead tree and cause it to produce fruits while it is dead. You see, He can cause it to produce fruit while it is dead. So that is the same thing with your limitations, your handicaps. God may heal you and just make you a new person, and you become this new person. You just get things done. Your limitations just go, they just disappear. You become this super powered person and you just move on with this thing. That's okay, that's fine. At the same time, God can cause you to produce a result while you still have the problem, while you still have the limitation. He causes you to produce a result in that condition. You see, He causes you to produce results while you have that problem. Just like me, I still have the vocal problem. Even right now as I talk, my throat is really hurting, but I'm able to do this thing. I'm able to produce this. It's not gone away. It's the pain is there. It's still there, but I'm still able to move forward. I'm still able to produce results. I'm still able to get things done. You understand? That is a wonderful miracle. You see that? overcoming your limitations, going beyond your handicaps. You can just turning that weakness into strength. You just have to believe. You just have to have this thing in you. You just need to have this fire in you that, you know what, I need to do this. I must do this. They say that where there is a will, there is a way. If you want to do something, even if there are limitations, you will find a way to do it. You see, if you really want to do it, you will find a way to do it. But if you don't want to do it, you'll find an excuse. You'll be giving one excuse after the other why you cannot do this, why you cannot go ahead with this. You understand that? But if you really want it, you will find a way to get it done, even with all the limitations around. You see, one of the reasons why God may not really remove your limitations, it's because He wants to teach you how to live above your limitations. He wants to teach you how not to be controlled by your limitations. Your limitations be there, but you still produce bigger results. You see that? To show that, your limitations cannot control you. They cannot control you like that. He wants to show your limitations that, you are the boss. You can get things done with those limitations. Your limitations will just be there, but they will not have the power over you. You understand that? You just move on. You are not controlled. He's trying to teach you how to live above circumstances. He's trying to teach you how to live above these things. That these things can be there in your life, but you can live your life without being controlled by these things. You can live your life without being limited, being controlled, being stopped, by all these things. You understand that? So you can turn your weakness into strength. You can overcome your limitations, your defects, your impairment. You understand? What you have to do is, if you really want this thing, if you really want to do this thing, you will find a way to do it. But if you don't want to do it, you'll find an excuse not to do it. So you can turn your weakness into strength. You can go over that mountain. You understand? A mountain, you can just, there are these mountains that may not go away, but all you have to do is to climb it to the other side and just move on with your journey. Some other mountains, you just make a way through it and just go ahead and you leave it behind. You go and live your life. Some other mountains may disappear. That's fine. That's okay. You see that? You can overcome your limitations, your impairment, that wall that you find yourself hitting.